This is the Tochigi plant of the Nissan Motor Company. The skeleton of the GTR that will challenge this year's Nürburgring 24-hour race travels down Nissan's only front-engine rear-wheel drive production line in Japan. Experienced staff carefully assemble parts onto the Aurora Flare Blue Pearl body. After going through production steps identical to that of a standard commercial model, the engine of the GTR that will fight the Nürburgring comes to life. The completed GTR from the Tochigi plant was immediately taken to the workshop located in Machida City. Here, the GTR will transform into a circuit racing machine. The engine is removed, and the car is stripped of all unnecessary equipment. A roll cage and a racing fuel tank are installed, and a competition machine starts to take shape. This year, the Nürburgring 24-hour race is on its 40th race. Here, Kazunori Yamauchi, who won his class last year, will face a new challenge. He will take on the race in a commercial production car with minimal modifications, together with a driver that was nurtured by Gran Turismo. What will be its outcome? The GT Academy is a racing driver training project that has been hosted by Gran Turismo and Nissan since 2008. And its first winner is Lucas Ordóñez. Lucas, who debuted as a professional racing driver, participated in the 2011 Le Mans 24-hour race and achieved second place in the LMP2 class. In just 3 years since his racing debut, he had fulfilled his dream of standing on the podium at the Le Mans. And he will be driving as the teammate of Kazunori Yamauchi in the 2012 Nürburgring 24-hour race.
This is another step in my career, no? Now I'm racing in Le Mans 24 hours, which is my ultimate goal, to win Le Mans 24 hours. And another step for me is to compete, to race with Yamauchi-san, no? He's the creator, he's the mentor of Gran Turismo, and it's thanks to Gran Turismo I become a racing driver in real. So I need to thank him, and I'm really glad to be here with him and to improve the car every time, to enjoy and to have fun, which is the most important thing here.
April 10th, at the Sugo circuit of Miyagi Prefecture, the shakedown test of the GTR began here. The team that developed the competition car is the Nissan Motor Company GTR development team, led by Mr. Kazutoshi Mizuno. Mr. Mizuno deliberately made 2 commercial-spec GTRs with minimum modifications and put one of these cars in the hands of Kazunori Yamauchi.
最初の印象は、やっぱり今回乗る GTR って本当に市販車ベースなんでね、てか市販車なんですよね。だから結構車重も重いし、車の動きがすごく大きいので、とにかく運転が難しい。モデルに持ってった時に一体どういう動きをするのかとか、ちょっとまだまだ不安がいっぱいありますね。今はまずとにかく車の性格を理解することがやっぱりすごく大事で、頭の中でいろいろシミュレーションしてみて、どう乗ればちゃんと走るのかなっていう、そこを考える、それが今できることです。
The car was shipped to Nürburgring after completing its shakedown test. The start of the race approaches, but there is still a heap of problems to face. Kazunori Yamauchi ultimately decided to take on the challenge with Gran Turismo software engineers.
安心して乗れる車、踏める車にする。しかもそれをレーシングスピードでっていうところがやっぱりチャレンジでしたね。テストする、感じる、でテストの結果をロガーで分析する、あるいはその結果から、次のセットアップをシミュレーションする。でそれをまたドライバーが乗って、感じる。でまた分析する。 もうそういうね終わりのないサイクルをもうずっと1ヶ月もやってきていて、で今でもね正解が見えたとは言い難いんだけれども、なんか正解のないチャレンジで。
Race day nears, and the team takes the car 300 kilometers away to Stuttgart to acquire more data. This is the test center run by the suspension manufacturer KW. This test equipment gives the suspension a variety of input in order to find the optimum settings. They were able to immediately recreate the pitching condition caused by an unbalanced front-rear suspension that would not go away during the test run. The issue was resolved after trying several settings. The two other drivers in Team GT Academy are Tobias Schultz, who drove with Kazunori in last year's race.
Ja, es ist für mich eine ganz neue Erfahrung. Aus so einem kleinen Privatteam, wo man halt mechanisch überall mit anfassen muss. Das ist so ein Riesenteam, wo man halt von Kopf bis Fuß betreut wird, und es ist wirklich ein sehr schönes Gefühl.
And Yasukichi Yamamoto.
セットアップがねやっぱ特別というか、こうやっぱニュル独特のジャンプして着地した時の車の挙動だったりとか、もしくは、路面がこううねっていて、タイヤが地面から離れるところのダンパーセッティングだったりとか、そういうのがやっぱ今まで経験してないので、正直わからないですね、そこはね。
And contributing to the operation of the team is Martin Schiel, who has supported the development of the Nissan GT-R for years in Germany.
Ja, das Traumergebnis wäre natürlich wie letztes Jahr einen Klassensieg zu wiederholen. Wobei bei einem 24-Stunden-Rennen geht es eigentlich primär ums Dabeisein und ums Ankommen. Es ist, man kann sich das manchmal schwer vorstellen, aber wenn man auch sieht, wie bei einem 24-Stunden-Rennen, wie viele Autos ausfallen, wegen Kleinigkeiten, wegen großen Schäden, Unfällen etc., dass teilweise nur noch 70% des Feldes oder 60% des Feldes überhaupt ankommen nach 24 Stunden, ist das eigentlich schon so das zentrale Ziel, überhaupt erstmal anzukommen. Und natürlich wäre es dann der Traum, dann wieder einen Klassensieg zu holen.
The Nürburgring 24-hour race, which started in 1970, is in its 40th race this year. There were many events celebrating this commemorative race, making the scene livelier than in previous years. The number of spectators who gathered to watch the race reached up to 235,000 people this year. The campsites next to the course were filled with motorhomes at the start of the race week. There is a qualifying round for the top 40 cars this year, and the drivers must deal with strict race regulations as well. Since his victory in GT Academy, Kazunori has developed a friendship with Lucas. Kazunori now sees Lucas fully matured as a real professional racing driver. Equipment from a variety of brands was installed on the Team GT Academy car. The world-famous Recaro of Germany provided the full bucket seats. Recaro headquarters is located in Kirchheim, just outside of Stuttgart. Its development, production, and sales departments are all here on the 26,000 square meter lot. Recaro started in 1906 as a coach builder of horse-drawn carriages. They started seat manufacturing in the 1960s and have established themselves as the world's leading seat manufacturer, with the cutting edge in both safety and features. The know-how and handicraft of masters in the trade are reflected in their products produced from the latest materials and technology. The bucket seat installed in the Team GT Academy car was also produced in this factory. To meet the latest FIA regulations, the carbon portion is strong enough to withstand a 35-ton load test. Let's introduce this year's cars, starting with the four major works teams. BMW enters their Z4 GT3. Powered by a 4.4-liter V8 engine from the M3, its long wheelbase and short overhang is a proven advantage. Audi has had great success in the world's GT car racing scene, but they have yet to win this race. They are focused on winning this year, bringing 7 R8 LMS Ultra racing cars, an advanced version of the R8 LMS. The door panels of the LMS Ultra have been replaced with carbon doors to reduce weight, and there are additional exhaust system and aerodynamic improvements. Last year's winner, Manthey Racing. In the 911 GT3R, with an all-new livery, they take on the rival GT3s. Mercedes has entered 6 SLS AMG GT3s this year. The engine, mounted mid-ship in the long nose section, is a dry-sump lubricated 6.2-liter V8. The exhaust sound, with its characteristically low vibration, is another trademark of this car. The P45 Competizione is a one-off machine based on the Ferrari F430. This year's machine is equipped with curves, and the body aerodynamics have been further improved. The McLaren MP412C GT3, a 3.8-liter V8 twin-turbo engine, is mounted in a carbon structure that only weighs 80 kilograms. Aston Martin has brought 2 Vantage GT3 machines this year. It is known for its balanced weight distribution and great aerodynamics. The Ford GT, back after 3 years. While the car may not be new, its performance is proven in the European Championship competitions. Falcon Motorsports, which started participation in 1999, has brought the same 911 GT3R as last year. Gazoo Racing, led by Toyota, is challenging the Nürburgring for their 4th year in the LFA. The V10 sound of this super sports car will echo across the Nordschleife again this year. Newcomer Toyota 86 will be showing off the merits of a compact front-engine rear-wheel drive at the Nürburgring. The Volkswagen Scirocco enters the SP3T class from a private team, going head-to-head with the Subaru Impreza. And the Subaru Impreza WRX STI aims to win the SP3T class. May 10th, the start of qualifying. Settings have been changed over and over again this past month. Have they found the answer that will take them to the finish line? 4 brave drivers go all out in their time trials, relying on the fruits of trial and error.
このコースに対して100% マッチした車を作るっていうのは、最初から不可能なことなんですよね。それはどんな車であってもそうで、ましてやスピードが上がってくれば、どんどん荒れた路面が車への入力となって入ってきて、で車はその上で暴れ出し踊り出して、とてつもないスピードでこそ外に吹っ飛ばされそうになる、それはもう本当に変わらないわけですよね。だから、どれぐらい、それをなだめられるか沈められるかみたいなところが、一番のテーマですね。ただGTR っていうすごい車とね、ニルブルクリンクっていうすごいコースの組み合わせで、それを自分たちで経験できたっていうのはやっぱすごく大きな財産になったと思いますね。
The second day of qualifying, there are too many cars in the way, and they are unable to get a clear lap. With only 20 minutes remaining, Tobias goes out again for the last time trial. Eight minutes, 59.694 seconds. A super lap that is 8 seconds faster than yesterday's best time. placing them in 47th overall, the work they put into setting up the car starts to pay off.